We have a lot of American players in the EuroBasket, and I remember, I don't have an exact stat right now, but if I'm not wrong, if I'm not mistaken, I remember watching, having a tweet that said that there was a list of top scoring nations in the EuroBasket European competition, and there could be, all the Serbs, all the Greeks or whatever, but actually the Americans were the top scorers in the list of nations in the tournament.
But why that was? Because there were more American players than any other nationality. Because in 2022, there were 17 American-born players,
and they were all playing key roles in their teams.
And if you take any team, there's only 12 spots. So that's why they were the top scoring.
And because they're playing key roles. That's the main difference. So naturalized players is a huge part of the FIBA events that we have. And we have some solid naturalized players for the upcoming EuroBasket. And we're going to rank top 5 naturalized players that we have in this EuroBasket from the, let's say, top 1 to the 5th position. But before we start, Jaron, did you ever have any inquiries about potentially joining some national teams?
Never.
Never?
No, never.
Your agents, or maybe did you ever consider that it would be a good thing for you to, let's say, elevate your career here in Europe?
If I was given the opportunity, I would definitely consider it. I would probably do it, but I don't really see a benefit in doing it, to be honest. Maybe you guys can educate me on the benefit of having one as an American, but I don't really.
There are different levels of benefits. There are some very direct ones, like financial benefits. Some players are paid for representing those countries, or kind of signing a contract to represent those countries in few FIBA competitions. Some of them are signing up just to get the European passport, which usually gives benefits to be not considered as American players in leagues like Spanish League. Before, Italy was also very strict on that. There are some regulations in France based on those passports, but basically it doesn't have the same importance as it was the case before. Unless, of course, again, huge financial benefits that some of the star players are actually getting. For instance, Shane Larkin was mentioned, one of those guys who, at least in the beginning, when he just signed up for Turkey, he was getting a nice paycheck.
I want to hear an American perspective on this, though. What do you think about national teams signing players for money to improve the spots that they're weak at? Do you think this is a fair thing? What do you think? I want to see.
I don't understand it, to be honest. I mean, you have guys who I know who are American, who I've played against in America, I've known grow up in America. They represent other countries now, and it's kind of like, not cheating, but it's like, it takes away from it, I think, Like, say, for example, a player in America is naturalized and he plays for Germany, and they ended up winning, and it's like, all right, like, Germany won, but like,
that's
you're
what
not
happened
all
with
German.
Spain.
You're not
Lorenzo
all
Brown
German.
joined the team.
You're not all German. So it's like, what's the point of doing that? I don't really understand it, to be honest.
Nice, I like it.
And
I like that you think like that, because not everyone thinks like that. A lot of people just think from the player's perspective, like the not selfish, but whatever. The perspective is that, these guys just get to showcase their talent, and you can think like that. You can think of it as you can get to showcase your talent in front of the European basketball fans and all that,
or even worldwide, to have an opportunity to play in the Olympics, and even to play against Team USA. When you know that you don't have a chance to be on that team, this is something that also kind of motivates.
It's still not
players.
like,
of course, it should be the same.
It doesn't feel right.
It doesn't feel like authentic.
Yeah. It should be
like,
weird.
I'm sure Serbia was so happy about, like, last year, like, almost being Team USA, and they didn't have any. They were all Serbian, right? So it feels more like, all right, well, Serbia did this, not like, oh, we got an American player here, but he's on Serbia.
The worst is when it's a big team with a huge history like Spain, even for me, Greece, when they have now a couple of players naturalized, especially Thomas Walkup, the last example.
Dorsey is a different case.
Dorsey has...
His mother is Greek.
Yeah, exactly.
So.
But when they naturalized Thomas Walkup, I was like, guys, I understand you don't have any guards at the moment, but maybe invest in your basketball academies and all that instead of buying your way into, getting Giannis some help. So, speaking of this year's EuroBasket, did you know there's only two guys, two naturalized players who played in the 2022 tournament. Do you know who those are?
So Shane Larkin,
Yes.
that's one.
And one more.
Is the second one play for Greece?
Yeah.
Tyler Dorsey,
Yeah.
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 I forgot that he's naturalized, but he's naturalized.
So out of all those 17 guys I mentioned who played in the
Okay.
EuroBasket 2022, some of the teams didn't make the tournament. Some of the players didn't make the cut. Like Nick Weiler-Babb is naturalized, for example, because he's American, but he has a German nationality as well. So there's only 2 guys, but we're gonna rank, I guess, top 5 of those EuroBasket naturalized players. And I think at number 1, we already mentioned the name at number 1. In my opinion, it must be Shane Larkin.
Yeah, same.
It must be Shane Larkin.
Nobody can be that. The highest profile player in the EuroLeague.
2-time EuroLeague champion.
Huge impact in the Turkish national team. Although if you look at his national team history, I think he only played in one major FIBA competition.
That 2022 EuroBasket.
Exactly. He also played in FIBA Windows.
Yeah.
And he played in that EuroBasket, and he actually played through injury. So his stats were quite miserable according to Shane Larkin standards, like less than 10 points per game or something. But he played through injury. I think he didn't play in the elimination games in the knockout stage, but I think that him, Alperen Şengün, Cedi Osman, and some other players, for instance, maybe Furkan Korkmaz, will be way more impactful than he was what we saw from him in Europe. Guys like
Yurt 7, they have Yurt 7.
Yurt 7,
yeah. Bitim.
Osmani.
They have a guy from the NBA, black guy.
Adam Bona.
Bona, yeah.
He's also good. So, I mean, this is a big team, and Shane Larkin is a perfect fit for that team, because we're going to rank those players not only on their level, but also on their team fit and the upside of the team to achieve something in the EuroBasket. So
that's why
Shane Larkin is an easy number 1.
That's why at second I have Jordan Lloyd because of his
me
fit,
too.
because of the role he's gonna get.
Yeah.
He's gonna be one, especially with Jeremy Sohan being out with an injury. I think Jordan Lloyd's gonna be the engine of that team. He's gonna be he's gonna get all the keys to their offense, and we know he can score. He can score like crazy.
He's played well in the first 2 games they had. I think he's averaging almost 18 points a game, and he's got the opportunity to be himself. And he's a damn good player. Everyone knows that. You know?
Yeah, and he's a great ball handler. Although he's like a shooting guard, he can play as a point guard basically for that team. Even for Poland, I remember Mateusz Ponitka played as a point guard, and he had this famous triple-double against Slovenia in the quarterfinals when they beat them. But at the same time, I think that Jeremy Sohan's injury is a problem for Jordan Lloyd to be ranked higher, at least in my power ranking, because it limits Poland's chances in the EuroBasket.
But we're ranking naturalized players, not the teams themselves, are we?
Yeah, but this is one of those 3 factors that we consider, and I think that Tyler Dorsey is in a better situation than Jordan Lloyd.
He was 3rd for me.
Based on it was really close between them, but I think that first of all, Greece will achieve more in the EuroBasket. Tyler Dorsey had a great EuroBasket experience last time. He was averaging almost 14 points. He's a perfect fit to Giannis Antetokounmpo, to a player to be around Giannis Antetokounmpo and to build a winning core around Giannis Antetokounmpo. He also had a very promising Greek League finals, because we all remember him just sitting on the bench, not being registered for the EuroLeague game, but eventually the Greek League finals comes, and he was also averaging something close to 14 points per game or even more. So fit-wise, he's perfect. He already have a track record of being successful player at major FIBA competitions. He's in a great shape. He's motivated, and I think that with Greece they will achieve more. So that's why I put him over Jordan Lloyd.
You can put him over. Me and Jeroen will put him under Jordan Lloyd
because he's 3rd on your list.
But we all have the same players, so we all have the same
and
guys.
also he already played the Greece played 3 friendly games up to this point when we're actually recording, and he was essentially in most of those games the top scorer. In one of those games he was second in scoring, but like 14, 13 and 10 points. The shooting isn't great yet. Maybe that will improve, but you can tell that he's getting a different role from what he's been playing in the EuroLeague. Like he's been scoring 3 points a game, which doesn't make sense when you look at.
Going to utilize him really well, I guess.
Yeah. So then at
Jordan
4,
is having a fun time.
Yeah.
We just spoke that we were surprised that he actually joined the team because the main question is why?
Why?
Why Jordan needs that at this point of his career? Maybe he's just having fun.
Maybe
it
it's
helps
the
to
money.
prepare for the season. Maybe it's
Maybe it's the money. You never know.
Maybe he wants to retire somewhere in Tenerife, after a few years. Maybe that's the reason. But it's fun to see him wearing Polish national team jersey. Hopefully they're gonna be successful. Number
4 and 5 for me got tricky. I'm not gonna lie.
Darius Thompson for me.
I said that, but I don't know.
Really?
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know anymore.
Because I also have Darius Thompson. I put him as a 4th. But who do you consider higher?
I feel like Kamar Baldwin then. No?
No.
I was not
No?
sure about number 5.
I had well, for number 5 I chose a 5-man. I'm sure you guys probably didn't choose him. But for 4 I had Kyle Allman.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, explosive guard. He's good. I remember he played in Paris a couple years ago and he was good. He's been in Turkey the last few years, and I think he brings something that team doesn't have.
He's a
from
borderline
the
EuroLeague
perimeter.
player. Yeah,
I think he's a EuroLeague player. Yeah, on the right team. He's capable of. But
and
he
has
was
a good
number
team.
4.
Yeah, he has a good team. I mean, Nikola Vucevic and Montenegro in general, they're usually quite dangerous in those competitions.
Yeah.
Before it was Kendrick Perry, who was also doing a great job on that team. I was thinking about Allman in my top 5. I was just not sure who to put. But you said you had a big, right?
For 5. Yeah.
Darrell Willis?
No.
No.
Tremonte Williams?
No.
Who's that?
Not Alan Omish.
It is him.
Oh my God. Alan Omish. Okay, why?
Yeah. Dude, I played against him like 3 years ago. I think he played for Cedevita.
Yeah.
And he was really good. But I think, he's on Slovenia now, right?
Yeah.
And then Luka's playing. So I think he'll be able to.
Yeah, that's the factor.
You guys don't think so?
I didn't highlight enough making this top 5 because we can all remember the day when Mike Tolby almost signed in the NBA after the FIBA competition. Dallas was close to getting him, but just because he was under the contract with probably Valencia back in the day, I don't remember, he stayed in Europe. So Luka's magic can actually elevate any center.
Yeah.
So maybe that's a great
He's gonna get a lot of
sleeper
Luka will get
pick.
a lot of attention off the ball screen. Maybe get some dump downs in. I don't know. I like his game. He's a traditional big.
Yeah, he's
We'll
a
see.
tough guy. He's a tough dude. And Luka for sure gonna make him good. Okay, that's an interesting one because I had Darius Thompson and then just something between Kyle Allman, Xavier Castaneda, Kamar Baldwin.
Yeah.
So I was just not
Same.
sure who to put in my
Same.
5.
Yeah. I guess I prioritized EuroLeague guys over the Euro Cup guys, but that's not necessarily always.
But you also
the
had Darius
case.
Thompson, right?
Yeah, I had him at 4 just because of his status as a guy, but also below Tyler Dorsey, for example, who you would look at their EuroLeague seasons, you'd say Darius Thompson had a better season, at least stat-wise. But when you look at Italy and you look at Greece, I feel like Tyler Dorsey is much more important for that team than Darius Thompson is for Italy. So that's my logic, putting Darius lower. That's all.
The complicated thing about his presence in Italy is that the initial idea was to have Dante De Vincenzo on the team. He was supposed to play there, but he got injured. He couldn't join, and Darius Thompson got this last-minute call to join the team. So it will take time to kind of shape his role in that team. But when you remember Italy even beating Serbia with Jokic in EuroBasket 22 in 8 finals, I guess, the team was basically ran by Marco Spisso and Alessandro Paiola.
Yeah.
And they were still dangerous. I think that Darius Thompson adds great size. He's a good floor general. He can run the team that loves to play in transition, which Italy does with small ball lineups that they're going to have with Meli at the 5 or Ricci at the 5. They have Fontecchio, Gallinari, some other guys. It should be a dangerous team. And I think that Darius Thompson can make a really solid fit on that team. That's why I put him in my top 5.
Okay.
But okay, some nice names to follow for sure. Should be a great tournament. I urge you, Jaron, to tune in and follow EuroBasket action. You're going to love it. I really love those competitions.
This will be the first time I've watched it. So